called warlocks, but they don't really have any good melee troops, which is why they use Mithrin mercenaries extensively. Their Cardians, while very good in an infantry role, there's just not that many of them. Now this is like the most wealthy / influential portion of Windurst, and this is where you would find the residences of very influential people, such as the different ministers of magic or renowned educators. A lot of them have quite spacious abodes up here, considering. Now this house right here, House of the Hero, back in the Great War there was a Taru who kind of used forbidden magics in order to save the city. And while the magics are still forbidden, he has special place in the hearts and minds of the Taru populace. So there's some missions and quest lines that involve his place there. Now also right over here, you kind of walk around this way, and underneath that bridge to get to it is the entrance to a dungeon area. It's kind of hard to see from here, but I don't really want to walk around. It's Ffxi Aqueducts, I think it's called. You need to be specially keyed to get in from this zone, but there's a way that's easier to access it, if not, although it's longer. Here we have Dr. Zappa Zippa's manor. We have another house up there. Actually, this is the Junoan consulate. Yes, this is Juno's consulate. Gotta love politics. Over here we have Dr. Shantoto's manor. Dr. Shantoto is totally mad. She's got this great laugh, but she is way too fond of cursing people. As an example, we have a newspaper reporter over here outside her house just trying to get a good story. She cursed him. The poor guy almost died. One of the quest lines you have to do is to actually assist her in cursing him and then uncursing him once she realizes what she did. One of the cool things about Shantoto is she speaks totally in rhyme. She's mad, I'm telling you. But it's a good kind of mad. Maybe. Okay, we're heading back up to the south end of the area where the auction house is. We just came this way. We did a 360. This auction house is run by a Ffxi, standing over there. He's got some Taru assistants. Now, most of Windurst is taken up by the Taru because this is originally their home, but we're about to cross over into Windurst Woods, which is the section of Windurst where all the Mithra hang out. 6 of diamonds. Hey, 6. The Cardians have a really weird way of speaking. Their text on my screen is interrupted by a bunch of stars, and it goes capital and lowercase a lot, kind of symbolize that they have very strange voices. But they're magical constructs, so that's to be expected. Okay, this is Windurst Woods. Right over here is the residential area entrance for Windurst Woods. And this way we have a farm. And here they raise Dommels. Kind of like a cross between a giraffe and a cow. I don't know. Very strange creatures, Dommels. over here we have an apothecary. She'll sell you some medicines and such. And that's over here we have the local Mithrin tribal leader. She basically just hangs out here and listens to nature. The different Mithra that live in this area, they come see her. She's got her eyes closed there. She's just listening. Now, it was a bit of a controversy when she took over the Mithrin tribe here. A lot of the Mithrin tribes don't really respect her that much because she follows the will of the Star Cycle. Most Mithrin groups are much more independent and a lot less willing to accept outside counsel. But she basically follows along where the Star Cycle leads, and she's content with that. So there's a bit of grumblings, but there's more grumblings with her choice of successor. She's talking about recruiting one of the Star Cyble's personal bodyguards to take over for her when she passes on, and the other members of the tribe are even more against that because they're all like, well, heck, she's bad enough. Over here we have a group of thugs and layabouts. These are the minions of the cat burglar. Har har har. Now, there's another newspaper reporter trying to get a story out of it. The cat burglar is the daughter of the previous Mithrin tribal leader of Kazum, and she was not there. She is there. She was not selected to be the next tribal leader, and I think she's a little bit bitter about it, but it doesn't really go into it. So rather than stick around in Kazum, she came to Windurst and took up a life of crime. And it's pretty much only her political connections that keep her out of serious hot water. Lots of trees, lots of boardwalks. Lots of Mithra being annoyed by Taru. This person has an actual quest for you. If you talk to her, she'll say that she's tired of the crawlers out in the Sarudabrutta eating all the Damal's food. So she wants you to kill crawlers and bring her back proof of the deeds. You can turn into her spools of silk thread or crawler calculus. Now, spools of silk thread are horrendously valuable, and if you actually hand them over to her, you're kind of being foolish. However, the crawler calculus have no real other use, so those are a much better alternative. You can sell the silk that you get on the auction house and hand her the crawler calculus. This is the local home point crystal. If you fall to your demise in battle, you could possibly respawn here. And that's also the backside of one of the Ministries of Magic. Let me look at the map. What's it called? It's the Menustery. They build the Cardians there. This is the spot where the circus would be if Windurst is in first place. It isn't now, but it frequently is on my server. This fountain area is known as Bomingo Round. It's a nice place to hang out. Here we have the consulate for Sandioria, and we have a Taru wondering what the deal is with those haughty elves. This is the front side of the Ministry. They build and teach Cardians here to do their thing. I'm going to kind of run around the back side here real quick so you can see the Chocobo Stables, Auction House, and Guild Houses.